Hey everybody! Hello, everyone. Good morning. This is your girl, DazzleDatTarot, and you are watching DazzleDatTarot. Okay, so first of all, I need you guys to just hit the like button, come into the chat. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. If you guys would like to book a private reading, all you have to do is go to jellome123@gmail.com to book a private reading. Okay, so first of all, it took me a minute to go live because I learned my lesson, right, about buying cheap stuff. I didn't buy it. My significant other bought it, the cheapest thing ever, and basically some cheap ass coffee. And basically, so I put it in my coffee maker. And you know what ended up happening? The coffee was too thick for the water to go through. So it ran over. Like, what the hell was it, dirt? Like, oh my God. So don't ever use cheap coffee in your coffee makers. So I had to clean up a mess just now. So that's just crazy. That's what I'm trying to do right now, you guys. That shit don't make no sense. I'm so upset. Anywho, how's everybody doing? Let me put this damn camera on. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm so upset because my coffee maker, I have to clean it now. Because, no, don't ever buy cheap coffee. Oh, my goodness. Oop. That is a hot mess. Just a whole hot mess. A hot mess. Anyway, so now I don't have coffee this morning. So now I have to ask them, can you pick up some coffee? It's not a mess. I'm in my pajamas this morning. But anywho, isn't that a mess, you guys? Like, that don't even, it's just fucking crazy. Anywho. Let me get this connected. Yeah. But anywho, how's everybody this morning? I'm going to just have to drink the water I was still drinking. But anyway, it's election day, and I think I'm off today. I hope everybody voted, or everybody's going to go vote today. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, but hopefully you guys voted. Now, I put in my title, who's going to win. That means I guess I'm going to be doing this reading on this election, okay? And, you know, I didn't really want to do it on this election. But why not? Why not on Beyonce's internet, right? Let me see. I got to get me some coffee. I need some coffee. I get in my bag with my coffee. That's why I need my coffee. Boo, don't ever buy that cheap coffee again. Don't ever buy that cheap coffee no more. I said do not buy that cheap coffee anymore. Not only is it some shit, it was trying to clog up the coffee maker. Okay. Well, okay. Well, don't worry about getting me putting any sugar or cream in my coffee because I done made a cup and put sugar and cream in it, thinking I was gonna put coffee in it. All right. So I had to give me some coffee. I'm sorry. Had to give me some coffee. I need my caffeine. Okay. But let's get into this. And don't mind all this. I went crazy. I woke up and I said, you know what? I'm going to do this reading and I'm just make it do what it do. So let's get into this. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so let's talk about Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Who's going to win? This is going to be quick. Donald Trump and Joe Biden. I'm going to do one stack for Donald. Is he going to win? 1, 2, 3. Okay, then the other stock for Biden. Is he going to win? 1, 2, 3. And let's energy around and get. Okay, so what do we want to do first? Let's see. I'm going to save the winning and losing part for later. But I'm going to talk about the energy surrounding this whole thing here. This whole election is stressful as hell. Okay, I'm just waiting on it to be over. But it's all really coming from the fact that, look, you have this death card. This is this transition, this rebirth. You know, when I think about this, I think about the stars aligning. I think about things supposed to happen in your life. Is a major arcana card. That means it says something. And to be honest, in this particular spread about the energy surrounding it, the one major arcana card that I have for this particular question is the death card. Okay, this is a transition. This is a rebirth. This is a lot of things, you know, going from one type of existence to another. And technically, that's what we've been doing all 2020. We've been learning to cope. We've been transitioning from one way of life to another. Nothing's going to be the same. But because of that death card, mind you, I'm going to pull this to the side. So because of this death card, you have to understand that it's going to show the flaws in our foundation as the U.S., as people, okay? Our nation, okay? So that's what it's doing. And because it's showing the flaws, and it's kind of like people don't want to just work with each other, in a sense. We don't want to really come together. People saying that we're coming together, we're not coming together at all. These are very on edge times, right? But I'm also, like I said, and then also with fours, you do have to understand the 2 plus 2. These are two people coming together, right? Wanting to build, want to be pillars of the community, wanting to make the establishment better, right? These people ain't nobody coming together. This is the flaws, right? The flaws in our government, right? The flaws that's happening in the U.S., the flaws that we're seeing, the cracks in the foundation, the foundational flaws, okay? So that's what that is. And you got this page of wands in the reverse right here, right? So I really feel like with this is just telling me when I add all this up, we need to change. It's time for some changes, okay? It's time to elevate. It's time to wake up, be more aware of conscious and everything else like that. We have a lot of potential, but guess what? It's blocked, right? And right now, I think that this is a bad gossiping card with this page of swords, right? I mean, not page of swords, page of wands, okay? This is a gossip card, okay, to me in the reverse. And it's not only that, it's like usually they have an endless amount of potential creativity. In the reverse, they don't. It's like kind of short lived, not living up to the way that they could live up to. And it's just gossip, right? So I feel like, okay, so since we know we want this change, we know the foundations are messed up, and America just isn't living up to what it could be at all. But I think the issue is the bad gossip surrounding everything. Like people get fear mongered, people get, anxiety. I know people got a lot of anxiety about this election, right? So maybe it's also the gossip too of, your vote isn't counting. You know what I mean? So I feel like that should not deter you from voting. Okay. But I do also get this card right here. These are things that's happening from selfish behaviors. The rich still being rich and the poor still being poor. I feel like honestly at this point, um, nobody's working with each other, right? And then you got Donald Trump too, because Donald Trump, I'm not gonna lie to you, Donald Trump wants to win, okay? Wants to win and feels entitled, okay? And I'm gonna tell you why. But I feel like this election that's supposed to be a transition, I feel like, on some levels, it's going to be self serving, okay? Especially to those who have more money, okay? And you already see that. You see these celebrities talking to Donald Trump and everything. You see that they're self serving. Now you're starting to see who were Republican the whole time. So it's so funny because people want to worship these celebrities and stuff. And the whole time they can give a shit about you politically in any other way, right? Because to be honest, like they have money. They're in a different tax bracket. They cannot relate to you. So they will never be a Democrat. Most of them will never be a Democrat. It will be a Republican. And you're just starting to see people finally say it. So the people that you looked up to were actually Republicans. A lot of them are Republicans. Okay? But I also feel like this is a time that, you need to get up on your soapbox, talk your shit. I really do believe that it's a time, to account for yourself, self accountability. Okay. It's also time for you to follow what you really want to do, strive for greatness and everything. Because to be honest with you, I don't feel like the poor is going to get any richer. Okay, so unless you put your back into it and do your work, you're not going to get any further in life. Okay, but it's just this whole energy surrounding it is supposed to be a transition. Okay, it's supposed to be a rebirth, a renewal. You know what I mean? So we should focus on that instead of focusing on the drama and the ins and outs of everything. Like the end game, that's what we need to focus on. But to be honest, the end game is going to tell you about the foundational flaws of our government, because at the end game it's all about lining pockets and being out for self. Okay, that's the real end game when it comes to this election. Okay, so I feel like, unless we can change some unless we can change some shit, and we gotta believe we can change, right? Like, don't feed into all this negative ass shit. That's what I'm gonna say. Don't feed into all this negative ass shit. Don't get anxiety. You know what I'm saying? Take a break. If you put too much negative energy on your mind and your space, you're just gonna be all messed up. So a lot of times I even take a break from politics too. Like, I watch it all day at work, but it's like after a while, I just be like, I just can't wait till it's over. That's the only thing I feel about politics, especially when it comes to this election. I'm just so tired of people talking about it because it's getting on my nerves. We know one party ain't shit, and we know the other party probably ain't gonna be shit either. So it's like, why don't we just vote and get the shit over with? Vote honestly for who you want to vote for, but let's just get it over with. We don't need all the extra back and forth at this point. Well, let's look. I asked, was Donald Trump going to win? And these energies, I got the 8 of Cups in reverse for Donald Trump. Clarified by the Emperor in the reverse. Clarified by the 4 of Cups in the reverse. These are bad signs, right? And this is a little bit of a bad sign. Okay. But his major arcana card is the Emperor in the reverse, right? Now, I'm going to tell you, this is what? Somebody said this was a mama's boy card. Technically, it is, because somebody can be a tyrant. They can be entitled. They don't want to lose. They're petty. Doing things because they can. So with this 4, so if I do it from the bottom up, because I like to do it from the bottom up, this 4 cups right here is indicating to me that somebody is going to take an option here. That's how I feel. Okay. And take an option. Take an option. They have an option. Something that's going to emotionally fulfill them, okay? Or bring emotional satisfaction. And because of that, you have someone who feels entitled. You have someone who doesn't want to lose. You have someone who is petty. You have someone who can be a tyrant or can misuse their power. So that could be happening, okay? And because that is happening, he comes up as the 8 of Pentacles. Someone who doesn't really want to work with it. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. Someone who does not feel like they have to work for it. Like, put in, you know what I'm saying? And be the best that they can be. Someone who doesn't really feel like they can be they have to be the best that they can be in this election, okay? So I feel like one part of it to me means that, since he's already the president, unfortunately, one part of it to me means that he feels like he should not have to work hard to keep his position, okay? That's how I feel about that also. I also feel like he would be the type that would cut corners when it comes to an election. He would exactly be the type, okay? That's what it's giving me. He will cut corners too. He feels entitled. He will cut corners. He feels like he shouldn't have to work hard to get the presidential election again. And to be honest with you, I'm trying to figure out, you're saying you don't have to work hard. And you have the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. I wonder why. Okay, so that's that. Then we get to Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Let's look at Joe Biden over here. Joe Biden, he has a major arcana card too, which is something that is positive, right? So overall, you have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, okay? And it's reverse, okay? So we're going to have to work on that here. So Five of Pentacles in reverse. Upright, this is usually talking about a poverty state of mind, feeling left out in the cold, illnesses, homelessness, feeling abandoned, things like that, not having it, feeling broke, feeling like you're in need. But in reverse, it's not feeling that way, right? It's coming out of feeling that way. Standing up, right? And basically, I would just say it like this. I feel like maybe he didn't feel like he had a chance, right? But it's in the reverse now, so that's a past feeling. So this person is getting confidence. So Joe Biden's getting some confidence here, okay? But it's coming from the Empress card. We all know what the Empress card means. It gives. Her belly is swelled with the world, right? So the world is ready for a new abundance, a new creative pursuit, a new president. Mother Gaia is pregnant with new abundance, okay? Because this looks like Mother Earth. She's pregnant with the earth, right? And she is ready for something new, something fresh, something that gives you that kitty cat pow. She's ready for that, right? And she's ready to give birth to it, right? She wants to give birth to this new thing. So this is something positive for Joe Biden again. And that's why he's starting to get confidence, right? Because I told you this whole thing, mind you, look at these major arcana cards. I only have 3 major arcana cards for you guys, all right? And I'm going to go over it again when I'm finished, right? Honestly, Joe Biden did. I said Joe Biden. Oh my God, y'all. Joe Biden. I used to call, let me tell y'all, when Obama was in office, I used to call Joe Biden Joe Biden all the time. I used to call him Joe Biden. I swear to God. Because for some reason I could not say Biden. I would say Button. Anyway. But the Mother Earth, the Empress, okay, this divine energy, is clarified by the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse, okay? This is usually putting your grand support in, you know what I'm saying? Working your best, doing your best, working as a team. You know what I'm saying? But it's in the reverse. So we can think about this in 2 ways. We can think about this as inwardly working your best. This can talk about not working your best or not being able to work your best or blockages, okay? So this is saying that maybe we've been on pause as well, right? And we was on pause. I feel like this in the past we were not able to do as much as we could do in our government, in the United States. You know, I feel like especially Democrats were not able to do what they wanted to do. And that's going to be in the past, okay? You know, you get in the end of some things because we got to think about it. There's a death and there's a rebirth. So technically, I feel like on his side with Democrats were stopped at one point. Maybe it was the Senate. Maybe it's whatever. With you said we've been on pause behind the veil. Yes. But guess what? It's getting, look, Mother Earth wants something new. The universe is begging for something new. Like as far as she's pregnant with something new. And it's on his side. Okay? So there's a good chance that Biden will win this, just based on some fateful stuff. But then here's the problem. Fate says that Joe Biden should win. But then you have Donald Trump, who does not want to yield to fate, okay? Good morning. You have Donald Trump that doesn't want to yield to that. Like, that's not what he wants to do. You know what I mean? Okay, like, I'm going to give you guys an example, right? You ever know, like even right now I'm dealing with something, right? Yes, he working on all that. See, that's the thing. See, I'm going to give y'all an example, right? See, I'm going through something a little bit similar. Whereas though, it's like everything on paper, the universe, everything says that this person should not be getting away with something, right? Everything is late. You see it, the shits. It look like a duck, quack like a duck. It is a duck. Everything in this person's aura says that they shouldn't even get away with shit. But it's how they manipulate. And that's what I'm going through too, right? It's how they manipulate, okay? This is somebody who feel overly confident that he shouldn't have to work hard for this. You know, he feels like, okay, I've been here this whole time. I have money. I have lined people's pockets. I have helped everybody I said I was going to help. I should not have to work this hard. That's why when he's in the debates, it's so confusing. Like, he's not really telling you. Like, it's to the point that, you know, it sounds like an argument that's going in circles. Like, I've noticed that with politicians too. If y'all ever noticed that, like, basically, it just seems like when you ask them a question, they never answer it. Good morning, Dee Scott. Yeah, man. It seems like with politicians, you know, presidents, whatever, it seems like when you ask them a straight up question, you can ask them, is the sky blue? They're going to give you 5,000 questions and I just want one damn answer. It's like, oh, they're just going to go around the bend. They're going to go around the lot like 10 times. I'm like, damn. I don't even know what I asked no more. You never even answered my first question. I don't even know what the question is no more. That's how politicians talk. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I think that's what Donald Trump be doing for real. I really do believe that he does that. And he pushes blame on other people. And this is someone else who doesn't like to take blame for themselves either. They don't feel like they like to take account. They don't take accountability. Okay? So he pushes blame on, he's going to push the blame on others. He feels entitled. Matter of fact, with COVID-19, he doesn't take responsibility about that at all. Okay. But yeah, it's still, like I said, you said a bad car salesman. But like I said, at the end of the day, look at these three major arcana cards. You have the overall major arcana card being the death and rebirth card, literally. Okay. On Donald Trump's side, you have the Emperor in the reverse. Okay. Divine masculine that's supposed to be upright, that's in the reverse. Okay. And that's toxic as fuck. Okay. That's toxic behaviors. You have this toxic person that don't want to leave. Then on Joe Biden's side, you have the Empress, the divine feminine, upright, who's pregnant with all this abundance and this new beginning. So if I was to put this, and this is just me just being creative at this point, because I want y'all to see something. Okay. Y'all got to see it how I'm seeing it. Okay. Yeah, see how I'm seeing it. I hope you guys can see it. This is Donald Trump. This is Joe Biden. And in the middle, there's this death before a rebirth. So what this is really supposed to be is a transition of power, okay? This is supposed to be a transition of power for real, right? So the stars say that Joe Biden's supposed to win. Okay? It's written. But however, nothing's set in stone. So we have someone who doesn't want to work for it, who sees the monetary gain more than the actual real, you know, reason behind being a president. You know what I mean? It's supposed to push our country forward. So to me, I feel like, Joe Biden is supposed to win. But I wouldn't be surprised if Donald Trump then paid people. then shit it all up on the ballots. Like I know that I was watching CNN, and even though I'm not with certain stuff, I'm not gonna lie. CNN are problematic too. CNN is problematic. They're always arguing and bickering. You know what I mean? And it starts to sound biased, just like Fox sounds biased. And it's like, y'all motherfuckers, y'all are petty to each other for real. Y'all talk too much mess. Mm-mm. But I was watching CNN, and Donald Trump was talking about, I don't know if it was late votes. Can somebody correct me if I'm wrong? It was like he feels like they shouldn't be counted, or some type of votes shouldn't be counted. Now, I'm like, if I'm the president, or if I'm running for president, I want all my votes. I need all the votes. Unless you feel like you're not going to get them, and that's why they shouldn't be counted. And why is he so nitpicky about everything? It's like I've never seen a president be so nitpicky. I can see if they wanted a recount. Now you can ask for a recount, but it's like I said, it's the entitlement. It's like, why do I have to do this? Why do I have to do that? Why does this have to happen? And I think this isn't fair. Why I gotta be like this? Like, motherfucker, just shut up. Like, just make your argument, shut up, and let people vote. Okay, just vote. But I hope I'm not whatever y'all. But like I said, I feel like it's in the stars for Biden to win. But however, people. Now here's the bad part. I always say that you cannot stop a blessing. Okay, what's meant for you will be meant for you. But what you could do is postpone one. All right. So I feel like I'm even betting to feel like if this doesn't happen for Biden, or his running mate, like there's a potential for his running mate or Biden to rerun for president. But I think it would be his running mate that does it, or something like that. Because there is abundance here, there's positivity there, and it's a lot. Okay, so honestly, it depends. This is going to be a very interesting thing. And like I said, the only reason why Trump will win because he fucked with the election. And that's the only reason why he will win. This all is telling me that. Like, okay, I don't know. And he doesn't want to leave office either. So other than that, you guys, that's what I'm getting from that anyway. So it's like, it's a mess. It's a mess. But I do want you guys to just make sure you guys don't feed into the negativity. That's the only thing I'm going to tell y'all. Don't feed into the negativity and protect your energy, okay? At this point, Trump knows his days are numbered. That's why so much voter suppression. Yeah. But Trump will buy votes. I'm trying to tell you, this is supposed to be for Biden, but Trump, I would not be surprised if he wins because I think he bought votes. This sounds like someone who would do that. someone who's entitled. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I got the Empress and the Emperor in the reverse for someone who's a booster and someone who uses the system. I got that same card for somebody who does that. How you use kids for their welfare checks and stuff, welfare check frauds and SSI and boosting and all that stuff. I got that for that person for her. So that lets you know what type of person that she is. She feels like she's entitled. She feels like she shouldn't have to work for the things that she has. Yeah. He's that same way. But yeah, so I would not be surprised if he steals an election. So that's what I'm getting for Mr. Trump here. But all in all, the lesson of the day is do not buy coffee from the dollar store. That's exactly what my fiance did. I told him to go get Folgers. He might be. I'm an ex. He might be. But look, I told him to go get Folgers. I like Folgers. The one in the red container? I like that. You know what I'm saying? When I'm feeling cute, I might go to Starbucks and let them ground me up some coffee or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Some Colombiana or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I like their breakfast blend though. Yeah. So let's see. Is Trump getting help from Putin in Russia again? Russians don't play. Putin got that shit on lock. You say something, you gonna get got. And you know what? I feel like Trump would have no problem doing that. But he just can't do it how Putin do it. Well, but just keep positive, okay? You guys, so keep positive and vote. Vote, 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 vote. He getting help from Putin and Russia again. Is he getting help? Is Donald Trump getting help from Russia to interfere with this election? Or has he already gotten help from Russia to interfere with this election? You ready? The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune. You have the Ten of Cups in the reverse, clarifying the Wheel of Fortune. This is disruption in the home. Disruption in the home. Disruption. And then he also has the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. This is stepping out of the code, feeling like you got some stability and security and some wealth. So yes, he has. But yes, he has, you guys. Yes, he has. Somebody done helped him get off the code. He was so stressed thinking he was gonna lose or something. And this is disruption in the home and the emotional fulfillment, okay? But it has something to do with relationships, right? So I feel like he did try to disrupt Russia did try to disrupt elections, okay? And when I think of a home, I think of the US of A, okay? And then you have the Wheel of Fortune, turn it in one's favor, okay? So I feel like, I think he did do that, okay? I think he did. I think Russia had something to do with this election too. So don't be surprised, okay? I'm just telling y'all, don't be surprised. That's why I stopped being surprised, okay? I stopped being surprised. I am like the Queen of Swords. I really am, though. I'm a Gemini. Well, I'm a Cuspian. I'm a Taurus Gemini. I'm the first day of Gemini. So a lot of times I'll just get the Queen of Swords. And from time to time, I'll get the Queen of Pentacles. But to be honest, I'm not going to lie to you. That's why I don't have trust in people. I don't have faith in people. Because right is wrong these days. And wrong is right these days. So it's like, it's in the stars for Joe Biden to win. But I would not be surprised because I'm seeing that Russia didn't fuck with this election. I'm seeing that this is somebody who feels entitled. So I feel like, ugh. I'm praying that, look, this is all for entertainment purposes. Um, until modern science can prove with a mathematical equation that the spirit world exists and all tools of divination, including cartomancy that we're using right now, are factual and actual. Just have fun. You said, you said, girl, Gemini, split personality. Girl, it go three ways because I'm a cuspid. You got that Taurus and that Gemini. It go three ways. It don't go two ways. It go three ways. But yeah, so this isn't a good sign right here. This is not a good sign. So that's what I'm gonna say here. He stole the election from Hillary Clinton. I feel like he did too. But I didn't like how they was doing Hillary though. They make it seem like she was the worst person in the world. Evil Hillary. Like, are you sure she was that evil? Goddamn. She was that evil, huh? Well, let me get this one out the way. Let's see. Did he steal the election from Hillary? I'm Taurus, always on one. That should be like that. I'm trying to tell you, it'd be like that, man. Did Donald Trump steal the election from Hillary? 1, 2, 3. You have the 6 of Cups in reverse. You have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. You have the Knight of Wands. This Knight of Wands is a female though, right? You know, the 6 of Cups is usually an unsavory period in the past that you want to forget, or being stuck in the past, or something that you cannot forget, okay? But I think it's come from Knight of Wands. I mean, to be honest, Hillary was on fire. She was getting to that ass. But I think that you have this Knight of Cups, which is all about manipulating people. And it's like, he's not to be trusted. So I feel like this is Hillary, even though this is supposed to be a guy. This is her taking on a dominant role. And this is Donald Trump taking on this manipulation role, this dude with baggage, right? And I feel like when they clash, the manipulator won. The toxic one won. There's always the toxic people that win, right? A lot of times these days. So the toxic one won, but it speaks about a time in the past, okay, of feeling stuck in the past. So I feel like if you want to know, I feel like, yes. I feel like it was something in the past that happened that was not right, okay? That was not right. And people, after the fact that it happened, I feel like a lot of people's opinion of Donald Trump changed. So it's a lot of things that didn't happen correctly, okay? So let's see. Whew. What I'm at, 44 minutes, 4. I'll stop right there. Okay. So I love you guys. Go out and vote, you guys. Go out and vote. I am about to clean up the rest of that coffee because I have to dump the coffee. I'm so mad at this coffee. Okay. Mind you, I told you it spilled over. And then inside the coffee, like, cup, it's like, oh my God. It's like all these like coffee grinds in it and stuff. Like it was supposed to make a full thing of coffee and it only made this much. And it had like this, it's like had a whole bunch of grinds in it. And then I'm like, when I opened it up, it wasn't able to like filter out. Like, oh my God, please do not use cheap ass coffee. So I have to go and clean that out, you guys. But look, I'm gonna check you guys again later. You guys go vote, be safe, wear a mask, do whatever you gotta do, and social distance. Okay. I love you guys. Peace. Ooh, let me cut this off.